This is the morning briefing. This is for Thursday, the 2nd of February. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather pretty wet today. We're expecting a really big soaking for the northern two-thirds of the state. Rain amounts lighter to the south. There may be a storm near the Gulf Coast, but the good news, the marginal risk has been dropped for all of Alabama, and the sun comes back tomorrow. Let's take a look at the upper air look this morning. 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet off the ground. And it's kind of the same setup. We have this upper high over South Florida, warm, dry. The polar jet to the north, that brought the cold air we feel. And in the southern branch of the jet stream, a trough is moving into Texas. And that's the feature that has brought a lot of misery in terms of ice to parts of Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Tennessee past couple of days. That was the radar this morning. And you can see areas of light rain for the northern half of the state. And again, what you see there in Arkansas and parts of West Tennessee, extreme North Mississippi, that's freezing rain and some sleet, which is nasty, but that nastiness has generally stayed north and west of Alabama. 34 for Haleyville early this morning, just above freezing, and that's the same for the Shoals. Temperatures there have stayed in the mid-30s, and to my knowledge, we've had no icing problems up in northwest Alabama. Cullman 36, Birmingham 40, Clanton 45, 50s for South Alabama. Mobile at 53, Montgomery 52, Dothan 58. And these numbers won't change a lot today as rain falls. Technically, we still have Lauderdale and Limestone counties up in the Tennessee Valley, the far northern part of the state, under a winter weather advisory in case maybe there's a spot with a little bridge icing. But again, so far, I've heard of no problems. The more significant issues remain in the darker shades of purple. That's the ice storm warning for Memphis, the Mississippi Delta, and the southern two-thirds of Arkansas. But the good news, all of this icy mess will be over by tonight. Still got winter storm warnings and ice storm warnings in effect for a pretty good chunk of the Lone Star State of Texas. But again, they'll see better weather later today. So again, SPC has really trimmed back that marginal risk. At one point, much of South Alabama was involved in that. Now all of Alabama has been taken out. Only a small part of the Florida Panhandle with a marginal risk of severe storms this afternoon and this evening, basically from near Navarre Beach over to Indian Pass and around Tallahassee. Now, there could be a storm there with gusty winds, maybe a brief isolated waterspout or tornado, but even that's not especially likely. Tomorrow, maybe some thunder for Florida, but no severe weather expected. And then on day 3, which is Saturday, there could be some thunder around Miami, Fort Lauderdale, but again, much of the country with no thunderstorms. Here's the rain for the next 7 days, rain valid through Thursday morning of next week, and the bulk of this will be over the next 24 hours. Rain amounts for the northern two-thirds of the state between 1 and 2 inches, and lighter amounts for South Alabama. So model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 06E run today at 4. You can see the shortwave trough coming through Texas, big vortex over Hudson Bay in eastern Canada. And this is going to be a really wet day today for the northern half of the state. Just a miserable, cold, soaking rain with the intensities peaking this afternoon and this evening. Not as much rain for South Alabama, but again, there could be a few scattered showers and storms there. But have faith, tomorrow we dry out. The sky becomes sunny. Highs will be in the 40s in North Alabama, 50s to the south. And Saturday, another sunny day as the weekend begins. Many spots below freezing. A lot of folks will see lows in the 20s Saturday morning. High Saturday afternoon, 50s and 60s. And Sunday, we're still dry. A little wave will be coming through, but there's just no moisture, so we'll call it partly sunny. Highs on Sunday will be in the 60s for most spots. Let's go to Monday. We're dry and mild. Highs in the 60s and 70s across the state. Tuesday, we're still dry. And then Wednesday, the GFS depicting the next system off to the west. But wait a minute. The European says, no, it's going to be in here Wednesday of next week. This is the European showing rain and maybe some thunderstorms with a surface low near St. Louis. So the European is about a day faster than the GFS on that rain. Let's go to Thursday, back to the GFS. Got a trough in the west, a little shortwave lifting out towards Chicago, and that will bring rain in here. So the next chance of rain after today will be either Wednesday or Thursday of next week. Let's go out 10 days. This is Saturday the 11th. We've got broad troughing to the west and evidence we could see some rain for the southern counties of the state, if this verifies. That's a big if with this complex pattern. Rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble. The mean is that green line, about 3 inches between now and the 17th of February. Temperatures, and again, this is for Birmingham. Your number will vary. Like today, if you're in the Tennessee Valley, you'll be in the 30s all day. If you're in Dothan, you could hit the low 70s. But Birmingham, 47 today and tomorrow, 54 Saturday, 61 Sunday, and look at that mild weather next week. Little hint of spring with highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s and 50s. And again, we see no sign of any bitterly cold Arctic air for the deep south through mid-February. So let's go back and look at some of the icing yesterday in Texas. That's what ice storms do. All the trees, power lines, roads, anything exposed just coated with ice. It's raining. If you walk outside, you get wet, but it's 27, 28, 29 degrees, and a prolonged period of freezing rain is defined as an ice storm, and that's what they've been experiencing. And, of course, the big problem is this: when the power lines snap because of the weight of the ice and everybody loses power, and that's not good. Last number I saw, about 300,000 people had no power in Texas, and this has been the case up in the parts of Arkansas and West Tennessee as well. But Alabama pretty much missing out on that ice, and we're not griping about that. So today headed to the Huntsville area. Going to be, busy weeks, but it's always busy this time of the year. And I love being busy, rather be busy than bored. Got Madison Academy this morning and then St. John's Catholic School, both in Madison near Huntsville. Tomorrow I'll be at Galleria Woods, retirement community in Hoover, and then John Jones Elementary School in Rainbow City. Saturday we're headed to Huntsville, the Rocket City Weather Fest. That's a fun event if you've never been. It's great for weather enthusiasts, nerds, dorks, dweebs, weenies. It's great. I'll be speaking at 9, and we'll have a book signing from 10 until noon after that. It's on the campus of UAH. I've got details on my Facebook page, but again, it's called the Rocket City Weather Fest. A lot of people are there, exhibits, things to do. It'll be a lot of fun. If you have kids that love weather, bring them. And then back to Birmingham Saturday night for the American Baseball Foundation annual banquet. I'll be with my friend Mitch Moreland. I've played for many years for the Boston Red Sox and the Texas Rangers. And just another reminder, a week from tomorrow, I will be speaking at the Weather Symposium at Ohio State University in Columbus. So if you're up in that neck of the woods, come by and see us. That's it for the briefing this morning. We'll have notes on the blog, AlabamaWX.com. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. That is ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.